Now we are going to solve a problem of a number of dice roll with target sum. In this problem we have given three variable. One is number of dice n, another would be face. Each dice has a face, number would be 1 to k, and we have given target, and we have written the number of possible way, so that if we roll each and every dice our sum would be equal to target, and the answer may be too large, so we can return it modulo 10 to the power 9 plus 7. So if we try to understand this question by an example, suppose we have two dices and each dice has a 1 to k faces from 1 to k, and our target would be 7. So if we roll each and every dice, then how many, then we can return the number of possible way, so that we can reach our target, which is equal to 7. So there is 6 possible way, and the 6 possible ways is this one. If our first dice equal to 1 and second dice would be equal to 6, so sum would be 7. So this is one possible way. Second possible way this one, third possible way this one. So here all 6 possible ways are written. That's why our answer would be 6. But now we are looking how we can approach this problem using recursion and memorization. So let's take an example. So here I can take an example. Our dice is equal to 3. We have 3 dices and each dice has 4 faces, 1 2 3 4, and our target would be 5. So this is our 3 dice. This is our 3 dice, and we have each dice has 4 faces. So how we can solve this problem? In the function I can say we have 3 dices would be there, and we can pass our target sum. What is our target sum? So for every dice we have 4 possible ways. Either we will get 1, either we get 2, 3 or 4. Whatever we get, if we get 1, then what is the possible sum would be left out? It would be target minus the possible count, the possible number, 5 minus 1, we can left 4, and we can use 1 dice because we roll up 1 dice, so we are left out with 2 dice. Here as well, if we get 2, so the target sum would be 3, and we are left out with 2 dices. So for every call we have 4 possible ways. So from here as well, if we left out with 2 dice, so from here as well we have 4 chances. Either we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we get 1, then we have 1 dice left out, and our target would be 3. 4 minus 1, 3. And if we left out here as well 2, so we have left out with 1 dice, and our target would be 2. So we make this call, and in the last we can say if we have 1 dice left out and our target would be 3. So if and we have 4 possible ways, so we can say if our count is 1, or I can say if our number is 1, so our dice is 0 but target is not equal to 0. So from here we can say we return 0. From here as well, our dice is equal to 0 but target is equal to 1, so we return 0 from here as well. But if we say here our dice equal to 0 and our target is equal also 0, so from here we can say we return 1. We get the 1 possible ways. So by this way we can solve this problem, and you can see there is an overlapping, like this is an overlapping. So we can use 2D array, one for I can say dice and another for I can say target. So let's see how we can code up this problem. So this is the code look like. So this is the function. Here we pass dices, number of dice, like we have 3 dices, and number of faces, like we have 4 faces here, 1 2 3 4, and we have target. Our target is equal to 5, and int modulo, because our answer may be large, so we'll do modulo, and dp for basically to memorize the thing, like we for every calculation we store the thing so that we cannot recalculate the thing again and again. So our base case would be like if our target less than 0, so we'll return -0 from here as well. and if our dice equal to 0 and target is not equal to 0, suppose in this case our dice equal to 0 but target is not equal to 0, so from here as well we written minus 0. But if our dice equal to 0 and target is also equal to 0, suppose in this case, so we'll return 1 from here, and we'll check if we calculated the work already, then we return directly from here, no need to calculate. Like this one, we already calculate this part, so we not need to calculate again and again. And we can make a variable count, which is basically count all the possible way. So our faces start from 1 like this one and goes to equal to faces which is equal to 4, so 1 2 3 4 would be a possible ways. And for every call we can subtract one dice, which would be minus 1, and we can also subtract this number, either we get 1 or 2, so we subtract target minus I, and after that we can also do modulo, and we store the result would be in the dice and target. It would be dice and target 2D array, and by this we can solve this problem without any time limit exceed.